Hey guys, welcome. Let me know if you're on and you can hear me and see me okay. Just give people a few minutes to jump on and then we'll get started. Happy Monday, guys. Wherever you're watching from, let me know where you are. And we'll see who jumps on tonight, hey? Just make sure I'm up. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me and see me. Always a good thing, always helpful. Hi, Natasha, Christine, Nicole, Montreal. Awesome. Bundaberg. Nice, guys. I am in sunny Perth, which is bloody freezing. I'm all rugged up to the nines. I've got every heater on in the house. So cold. Winter is here. Awesome. Everything looks like it's working. Love it. Love it, love it. So welcome, guys. I'll just give everyone a few more moments to jump on. Give these cards a bit of a shuffle. Start tuning into the energy. Hayley, hi Scott, Jeanette, Sue, Dina, Beck. Anyone else that's now jumped up the feed who's done a shout out that's now disappeared up my feed. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being with me tonight. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Right. Okay, guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Hayley Clark. I am Higher Path Healing. So I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so I'll be doing some mini tarot readings for people tonight. The way that I read and choose questions, I basically scroll up and down, and whoever's question jumps out at me or whoever I'm drawn to, I read for them. So please don't be too disheartened or cranky at me if I don't get to you. There's always a lot of people on these lives, so I get to as many of you as I possibly can, but I would be here forever if I was to answer for every person. And I am streaming to a few different locations too, guys. So if you can't see who I'm reading for or what comments I'm reading, it's just because they're watching from a different location, but all the comments grouped together on my screen, so I can see your comment if you are commenting, guys. And also I'm only doing mini readings tonight, so please no really heavy pregnancy or medical questions, because that really deserves a lot more time and energy than just a couple minutes, couple cards, flip them over, see what shows. That would really need something a lot more deep than that. If you are interested in working privately with me, head over to higherpathhealing.com.au and you can book in there. I do full tarot and energy healing sessions, or I do combined sessions to clear out blocks around reaching your highest potential, whatever shows up in your tarot reading. And I also do emergency readings, which are short readings that I send an audio file to you within 24 hours of your question. So it's really good if something comes up that you'd like some guidance on straight away, or if, you know, often readers are booked out weeks or months in advance. So it's really helpful to get some quick guidance as well. So you can check all of that out if you are drawn. So I am an energy healer as well. I've studied a whole heap of modalities, but because I love to work intuitively, I kind of draw on all that wisdom and tie it together. So my tarot readings are quite healing in the sense that often channeled messages come through and I can kind of see and feel into where those blocks are held in your body or your aura, and we can go a bit deep into that stuff as well. So that was a mouthful. There we go, guys. Just feel like I've spoken my day's worth of words in about 3 minutes. So there we go. All right, guys. So please also follow my socials. My links to my social accounts are in the description on this video. So please reciprocate some energy for these beautiful readings by following my socials. And you can even leave me a little review if you love what I do and if it resonates with you. That would be super helpful as well, guys. So thank you and welcome. And I'll just have a bit of a scroll, see what's on. Hi, Christy, Rosie, Lynn, Lee, Kylie, Bronwyn, Simone. Awesome, guys. Okay, so I'm drawn to you first up, Angela. Welcome, my dear. And Simone said, sorry, I'm new. Hello. Hi, Simone. Welcome. Always good to get the newbies on here as well. And guys, if I haven't acknowledged or answered your question within maybe 10 or 15 minutes of posting, you can repost it, but please don't spam me 100 times a minute, because that actually is really frustrating and it's hard to see any feedback or any other comments. So please don't spam. Just makes it quite hard for everyone. And I do scroll back up and down the feed. So yeah, just please keep that in mind to be respectful for everyone on here as well. Thank you. Okay, Angela, let's have a little look-see. So general reading. Guys, I do tap into the astrology as well. So please feel free to post your zodiac sign, your sun sign. If you know your moon, rising, any other cool placements, let me know as well. Okay, Angela, so general reading for you. I feel like you're in a time of indecision at the moment. The first card that I've drawn is the Two of Swords. So this is that card of kind of feeling a little bit clouded with your judgment and not really sure how to proceed forward. It's kind of having a few different options on the table, and it's that feeling of kind of a deer in headlights. There's these two options or multiple options, and it's hard to kind of hone in and really make that choice, because it's that whole, oh, what if I choose this and then this doorway closes, or what if I choose that and then this doorway closes? So it's that literal feeling of a stalemate that's happening there, and this could be tied into your emotions as well. I'm really drawn to that moon up in the corner there as well, the moon representing the subconscious and the emotions and all of that stuff. And the second card is the Nine of Swords. So this is a card of sleeplessness, you know, those negative thoughts on replay knocking around in our head and stopping us from being able to really relax and let go and surrender to sleep or relaxing, or just being able to shut off our brain to all that mental chatter that's going on. So I feel like you might need to make a decision. If this isn't in your field now, it might be coming up for you soon. So you might have to make a decision where you're a bit unsure how to proceed, and it's really going to knock you around a little bit with your kind of capacity to be able to mentally process it to make a decision. But this card always tends to show up when it doesn't really matter which direction you choose. You just need to pick that direction and you need to move, because this is that stagnant energy which you're going to get nowhere fast, and then you're just going to get stuck in this cycle. So it's really about needing to make that decision and just move forward. We can always course correct later. As one door closes, another opens. There's infinite doors in front of us as we kind of make the decisions that lay out all of those timelines moving forward as well, Angela. So I hope that resonates and makes some sense for you. Feel free to leave feedback too, guys, because sometimes a little bit of feedback, especially for the general readings, really ties it together, and often just, you know, a little confirmation can help me dive a bit deeper and give some additional messages as well. So thanks, Angela, and I hope that resonates with you, my love. But once that decision is being made, whatever it is, moving forward, hopefully that mental state will calm down, and if you are having sleeplessness, hopefully that will, you know, disappear into the ether, give you some beautiful dreams back again. Okay, let's have a little look. Don't forget, guys, all the links to my socials are in the video description, so please check that out. Give me a follow, subscribe and like. Okay, I'm drawn to Tanya next. Hope you're still with me, Tanya. Let's have a little look. Would love a mini reading, please. So another general one, guys. If you do have something specific, please just mention it briefly. You know, one little sentence one, just about relationship status or, you know, career, whatnot, because the general readings are that. They're quite generalised because I'm not really tuning into any specific energy within your field. So if you would like specific guidance, please leave a little question as well. Angela said, thank you very much, you're spot on. I do feel like I'm in a quandary. I was like, what's that word? In a quandary. Fingers crossed this will pass soon. Yeah, so if there is that decision, just make it. Just, you know, bite the bullet and run with it, my dear. And things will feel a lot calmer and smoother from then on. Okay, let's have a look for Tanya. Mini reading. Okay. So I'm not sure what's happening either in the workplace or your study at the moment if you're studying, Tanya. The first card I've got is the Three of Pentacles, which often speaks of a mentor or like an apprenticeship. You know, you're kind of getting advice often it's around higher learning or around work, you know, kind of honing in on a craft, collaborating with others. And, you know, it's quite a card of refinery, of honing in on your skill set, and as I said, like higher learning more, moving forward in that way. And this has also come out with the 8 of Swords, which is another kind of indecisive feeling, but this is more of being stuck, of being bound. So I'm not sure if you're in a workplace at the moment or you're studying at the moment and you're feeling a little bit stuck or indecisive about how to move forward, or you might feel like you've signed up to something or jumped into something, you know, a contract or study, and, you know, you're just trying to really nut it out and get through it, get to the other side of that. So if this is you, yeah, I'd be really interested to know what's happening here around that, Tanya. If you are on, please let me know if that resonates with you. I'm going to pull a third card quickly, just about moving past this 8 of Swords, so a bit of an advice card. So I feel like we're just heavy in that energy with that. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles has come up, which is a card of balance and giving and receiving. So whatever this feeling is, it's because there's no equilibrium and balance there. You know, it's the all work and no play, or, you know, there's something that's out of balance there within your life. So hopefully that makes sense, but just trying to find that equilibrium again. And if you do need to let something go, if you need to let something go or put it on the back burner, drop some hours or drop the study for a little bit to regroup and find that balance, that's okay as well. You know, we can often pick things up again later if it's just not working out. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, Tanya. And let's have a little look-see. Give these cards a shuffle. All right, let's have a look, guys. We've got a few planets in retrograde now too. Saturn just went retro yesterday afternoon, if you're in Australia. And we've also got Pluto, and we've got Mercury coming up to go retro soon. And we're in eclipse season now. We've got the eclipse in a couple of days. So, word of advice, old stuff might be kind of creeping up to the surface for deeper integration and processing. We might be tempted to repeat old toxic patterns or to dive into previous behaviour we thought we had healed from. And all of a sudden it's in front of us again and we're looking at it going, ooh, forgot about this looks all right, but just really sitting with it, you know. The eclipses aren't a time for really big decisions unless it's been brewing for a while and it's the extra shove you need. But if things are just coming out of nowhere, big stuff, life-changing stuff out of nowhere, just make sure you're sitting with that to integrate it. With Saturn retrograde as well, Saturn's the big daddy of lessons and really kind of pushing us to the edge in order to teach us. So, yeah, sit with it, guys. All right, let's have a look. Have a little scroll. Okay, Beck. Mini reading for Beck on career, please. Pisces, welcome back. Have a little look for Pisces. All right. Beck. Mini reading for career. Ooh. Speaking of Pluto, got the Judgment card up first. So to me, this feels like, you know, this is a card of massive transformation. This isn't for the faint-hearted, this one. This is a huge up-leveling or huge change. It's something very, very kind of different's not really the right word, but it has that massive energy of transformation underpinning it. And it's really about stepping into your skills and stepping into, you know, like aligning with that higher self. I don't really want to say stepping into our higher self because our higher self is us, but it's just about kind of, you know, meeting our higher self and really, once again, refinery, the word refinery is coming through, refining the skill set to really be the best we can be. So it's that really big energy of up leveling there. So I'm not sure what is happening with your career. If you're looking at a big change or a change in career, that's what it kind of feels like to me, that there is this big shift in the career for you at the moment. And we've got the 7 of Cups here as well, which is the card of many options. You know, it's kind of going, ooh, which one should I choose? So often there's a few different options on the table with this card, or a few different ideas, and you know, there's lots of different perspectives here, but this is highly transformational and a very spiritual card as well. I would really be inclined with all of these clouds and that angel at the top there. I can't remember which angel that is in the judgment card, but to me that's kind of calling you to really connect with your guides, connect with the angels around you, to meditate. I feel like you're highly intuitive, Beck, with these cards. So, yeah, to me it feels like you're in for a change in career, and there might be those few options, just trying to recap here and wrap it up. And so there might be some options there, and just sitting with that, listening to your intuition, because I feel like some of those might be really good potential, but just about aligning with what's in your heart, really connecting to that heart and that intuitive guidance, and following that, and it will not lead you astray with this energy, because this is calling you to be brave and step up to your highest potential there, Beck. So all the best with that, my love. Exciting times. Okay. Okay, Natalie, my love, that sounds like a bit of a conundrum you're in. Pull some energy for you, my dear. I'm a Sagittarius. I feel my stomach is in knots. I ended a love connection tonight that I had with the guy I've been seeing in the last 5 months. Did I do the right thing? Need guidance, thank you. All right, let's have a look, Natalie. So what can we guide Natalie on around this? Okay. Feeling a bit of nervous energy, like up higher in my solar plexus as well. So to me, I'm feeling like there's fear around this, Natalie. Oh, my love. I literally can't make this up. The first card we've got is the Three of Swords, the card of heartbreak. I really, you know, given your comment, this is just confirming exactly what you're feeling at the moment. I really don't need to explain that a lot further than the imagery in the card. That's crazy. The next card, though, is the Ace of Cups. So this is a new emotional beginning. This often shows up when a relationship is about to come in. So you've literally got this painful ending followed by this beginning emotionally. So I feel like you have done the right thing, because to me it sounds like you're struggling a little bit already with the idea of letting this relationship go. But even if this guy, I'm saying guy, could be a girl, even if this person comes back around or you connect out, I feel like this is part of the journey. I'm just going to draw a third card around this, just to get a bit of guidance around this other person. But to me, it feels like this really had to happen. So I feel like you did do the right thing. Everything does happen for a reason. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords here as well. So I'm not sure if this is like the energy of the person that you have ended it with. This is a person that is quite reactive, quite quick to you know, they often show up when they're a little bit snappy. They're quite reactive. They can't take a joke, or they, you know, they're just that, it's like they've got that wounded ego. So you say something to them and they immediately twist it the wrong way, and you're constantly having to defend yourself, like saying, I didn't mean it like that. Or so I'm not sure if this is that person. If it is, I feel like they do have a little bit of growth to do around their communication. But yeah, I would absolutely say, just to try and keep this short, you have done the right thing. Just, you know, obviously don't deny yourself the experience. You need to like grieve and to let this go, but just be so trusting that this is part of the journey. These aces are a big deal. They're like a gift from God, and this is the cups are the card of emotional connection and love and finding that. So I feel like through this journey, wherever it leads you next, it will actually lead to something really beautiful. So yeah, just be gentle on yourself. Be really gentle on yourself. And you do have some beautiful energy coming in for you, Natalie. So all the best. All the best, my dear. Okay. And don't forget, guys, feedback's amazing. It's just so helpful to tie it together. All right. Birthday reading. Hey Gemini and a Pisces moon, Aries rising. I love that. Bit of air, bit of water, bit of fire. Okay, so may I please have a birthday reading? It was yesterday, so big happy birthday, Kylie-Ann. Gemini sun, Pisces moon, Aries rising, if that helps. Okay, so birthday reading. So I'm just going to say, what does Kylie-Ann need to know now? Okay, so Natalie said, thank you, I really needed that knowing. I've let him go and it's the right thing to do. It's all part of the journey, Natalie, but yeah, just sit with that feeling. You've got to go in it, don't you, to be able to heal it. All right, Kylie-Ann, birthday cards for a birthday girl. Oh, okay, we've got the Nine of Swords come up again. So I'm not sure if you've been feeling a little bit restless. This was like a very restless energy to me. I just had this one before and it's kind of about insomnia and the repetitive thoughts. I feel like you're this is driven by restlessness with you. I feel like your adrenals might be a little bit on overdrive as well. Like, you know, the stress hormones, it's kind of circulating and it's just like got nowhere to go because it's just going around and around in your blood. So I feel like, yeah, rest is what you need, but rest isn't easy at the moment. But this is followed on by the Page of Wands, which is a beautiful energy because, you know, the fire of the Wands is all about that passion and that action and that drive. But the Page is kind of in the early stages of that. So I feel like there is room to slow it down within these cards and to find the rest you need while you look at what's happening next. I feel like this birthday is important to you. I feel like maybe looking up your numerology as well to find out what temporary vibration you are in this year. Hopefully you'll be able to Google something to be able to find out your temporary yearly vibration within your numerology, because to me this feels like a bit of a new start and it might be helpful to really hone in on the energy around that might serve you. I'm just really feeling like numbers are important for you at the moment, Kylie-Ann. But this card is that beautiful, passionate beginning. It's about looking at things in a different way and really getting your creativity flowing as well. I feel like the creativity is a big one for you and that might actually take some anxiousness or, you know, it's going to diffuse that restless energy. It's about channeling that restless energy into something. And to me, this is about creating something that's quite inspired and driven by passion. So if you've been feeling a little bit lacking lately with the creativity, I'd really inspire you to journal or draw or paint or even cook or sing or make music, whatever's really going to light you up in that way. So yeah, happy birthday. Do a little birthday dance. Go for it. Love that. Right. Let's have a little look. Who's next? Right, I might go with Space Star. I don't normally lean towards pregnancy questions because, as I said at the start, just pulling a few random cards isn't really honouring the energy and, you know, deep diving into it and really giving it what it deserves. But this seems like quite a light-hearted, another baby, boy or girl. So curious, because if whatever I say happens, please reach out, Space Star, and let me know. But this does feel like a bit of a light-hearted, fun one, so I'm just going to keep it super quick and draw like a yes, no, and a boy or girl. So let's have a look for Space Star. Well, I feel like you're chomping at the bit for this baby. I feel like, yes, it might happen, but it might not happen super quickly. We've got the Knight of Swords up first, which is just you super keen. We literally just had this guy out, put him in shuffled, and he came back again. So this is being very eager, very charging forward, wanting to do this, you know. And the Hermit card has come next. So I feel like there might be a bit of emotional healing. The Hermit card is the card of Virgo, which is a very motherly energy. And this is going within, but there's not a lot of fast movement with the Hermit. You know, it's a bit of a slower energy, But following on from this is the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very fertile, abundant card, and it is about really anchoring things into the physical world. So these cards combined would tell me that, yes, I feel like there is another baby in your future. I'm not really getting anything about genders. To me, it feels like it's a bit up in the air still. I think it might depend on, I feel like there's a high possibility of another baby. I'm not even going to have a crack at the gender at this point. It's a 50-50, but to me it doesn't feel right to even go there yet. I feel like that healing inner work is kind of required, and a bit of acceptance, and just chilling out a bit about it if you're really trying, just kind of surrendering to that process a little bit. Okay, Space Star said, will do. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to tap into the gender yet, Space Star. Maybe a bit further down the track, I reckon. Right. So Beck said, thank you, sweetie. That helped a lot. You're very welcome, my dear. Okay. So go with Tanya. I would love a reading. I'm an Aquarius. Okay, so keep it general, Tanya. Let's see what energy is coming up for you tonight, my dear. Don't forget, guys, I do little audio recorded readings within 24 hours. If I don't get to you tonight and you've got something pressing you would like to know, so you can head over to my website to check out the details and to book in there as well. Okay. And all the links to my socials and that are in the video description too, guys. I keep saying it, but people tend to jump on and off. So, you know, repeat myself, broken record over here. All right, Tennille. Oh my God. Literally, this guy cannot stay away at the moment. Hilarious. So the Knight of Swords is the first card, and as I just said, it's the energy of charging forward. It could be someone in a really big rush to get things done, but often when we are in a rush and are in a hurry, it's kind of, you know, we can't see the forest for the trees because we're missing what's around us because we're so dead set on where we want to be going. So often when we're in this state, we can miss the, you know, the intuitive hunches or the whispers from spirit, and we're kind of not really honouring the journey because we're just so focused on that little dot in the distance, and we're just really not honouring the process around us. So I will just say though, this might not be your energy. It could be someone around you that's just on that mission as well. And it can be a bit frustrating if you can see this energy playing out in others and you're just like, just chill out, take it down a notch. So just as a side note there, you are an Aquarius, and because this is swords, it does relate to the air signs. So this might be a part of you that's very, very goal-driven at the moment, which is beautiful to have goals and fine to have goals. But as I said, it's just about kind of honouring the whole process and not just going for that speck on the wall, because often we're missing the little course corrections, which might be a little shortcut, or we're missing the beauty in the experience as well. The next card to Neil is the Six of Swords. So this is that card of needing to let something go. So sometimes we're that focused on the goal that we, you know, the goalpost might shift a little bit, but we're still dead set trying to get to where we wanted to go in the first place. So this card often shows up when there is that process of needing to release our expectations about something, or it's the energy of, you know, I thought that whatever this thing is was going to last forever, and now that it's kind of fallen down around me, I don't know what to do anymore. So there's all this sadness, this loss, this feeling of grief, and needing to really let things go. The thing to remember about this card, though, it does look a little bit sad and morbid, but they're heading towards a new beginning. There's, you know, there's fresh hills over there. They're rowing through the water towards a new beginning, towards greener pastures. So it's really allowing yourself that process of letting something go, course correcting, and then it's the energy of, in a year down the track, you'll look back and go, oh, thank God that original thing didn't work out because this is much more in alignment with me. So I hope that makes some sense to Neil. It is quite a general reading because it's not to do with anything specifically, but I hope that kind of does bring something together that is on your radar and makes some sense to you, my dear. So there we go, Tennille. Erin said, I hope you're well. First time listening, Taurus. I'm a Taurus too, Erin. Love another Taurian. And Tennille said, I love that. It makes complete sense. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Sometimes those general ones, I'm like, will it land? Never lets me down. Good to hear, Tennille. Thank you. All right, let's have a look. Another Saggy in the house. Hi, Diane. Diane said, hi, Hayley. I'm a Sagittarius. Would love a reading, please. Would love some guidance. All right. Lots of general ones tonight. They all seem to be hitting home, so that's always good. And Diane's just commented again, would love a reading, please. You're up, Diane. It's you right now, my dear. All right, we've got a jumper. First card that's jumped out is a Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is literally the guy that planted his seeds, can't even say it, planted his seeds and tended to the crop, gave it love, gave it water, gave it the attention it needed, and now it's starting to grow and blossom. So to me, this is a card of perseverance and a card of dedication. So this can relate to investments. You know, it's the long-term investment energy, and it's the energy of, you know, kind of, once again, refining. Refining just keeps coming up again and again for me tonight. Got another jumper too. And so it is that energy of really putting your love and care into something and then watching it grow. So it is a beautiful card of abundance. It's a slow-moving energy. As I said, it's like a long-term investment or a long-term financial goal, or it's, you know, building a house brick by brick. The end goal is amazing and you're getting there bit by bit, but it is a bit of a long process. And the next card is the opposite. We've got the Knight of Wands here, which is, you know, he loves to charge forward. He loves that action, loves that momentum. So if you're in a point now where this is really growing and it's got deep roots, it's, you know, flourishing on its own, I would say if you're thinking about a bit of a new venture or kind of taking something in a bit of a different direction, having a, you know, weekend away, I don't know, just having something to spice it up, I would say go for it, because you've kind of put in the hard yards, you've put in a lot of effort, and to me this is kind of, it's time to reap the rewards of that, whatever this is. So I hope that makes sense with that energy, but I love that. You've done the work and now it's time to enjoy it. So I hope that makes sense, Diane. Beautiful cards though. I love those together. It's really beautifully balanced, because that Knight kind of keeps that energy moving and it's got that fun and that passion behind it, because sometimes all that earth energy can feel a bit slow and heavy. So that fire really spices it up, and I love that, Diane. Enjoying the fruits of your labour. All right, let's have a little look-see. Sarah, may I please receive a reading around family relationships? Let's dive into that, shall we? Diane said, thank you, Hayley. You're welcome, love. Okay, Sarah, let's have a look around family relationships. Oh, wow. First card, we've got the Eight of Wands. So this is a very fast-moving card. So at the moment, Sarah, it might feel like a lot's changing or a lot will be changing. This is also tied into communication as well. It's that fast-moving communication. So there could be a lot of conversations happening around, to me it feels like there's a bit of uncertainty at the moment, or a lot of change, which kind of brings the energy of a bit of uncertainty until we kind of can really put down the roots again. So there might actually be a physical move between, you know, physical move of where you're living, or people kind of shuffling around. To me, yeah, it just feels like people are kind of coming and going or shifting furniture or moving rooms or like renovating, or I don't know, it's kind of got that energy about lots of different things happening at once and lots of different kinds of energies kind of coming together at the same time. And the next card is the Fool, which is really interesting. It's the first card in the major arcana. The Fool is like that source energy. It's that untapped, unlimited potential to create whatever we want to. So some people look at the Fool as being a bit naive and gullible, but he has that potential to tap into all the wisdom from the past and to really aim for something really high, and you're going to achieve it. So in a family reading, to me this feels like whatever's happening now, whatever this uncertainty or this shifting, shuffling around of energy, it is going to lead to an up-leveling and to a new beginning. It's a beautiful new beginning. The Fool is, as I said, it's that source energy. So it's a really beautiful opportunity for people to kind of to transform into something higher. So I feel like it's a really transformative time for your family. And whatever this energy is, it is temporary, and you know the leaves will settle on the ground and things will normalise and stabilise soon. But I feel like there's probably a few more months of this if you're already in it now. And slowly, I feel like quite slowly, things will settle down and you're going to hit this beautiful energy of the Fool. So yeah, all the best, Sarah. I hope that does make some sense as well for you, my love. Give these bad boys a shuffle. Right. Don't forget, guys, my details are in the video description. Please follow my socials to stay up to date with my latest. I do little daily card pulls about the energy as well, which is super fun. So yeah, connect. Let's stay connected. Okay, Alicia. I just scrolled all the way up, Alicia, and found you, and you've just posted again, I can see. Can I have a reading, please? I hope you're still with me now, Alicia. Okay, so I'll pull a few general cards for you, love. Let's have a look what they say. Okay, Alicia. Oh, lots of big themes tonight. Okay, so this is a general one. I hope you're still with me, Alicia. The first card is the Five of Wands. So this can be a bit of a card of conflict and a card of, this is when it's like people have all these different ideas and beliefs about things and everyone's talking at the same time, and it's just like, oh, you know, just like everyone shut up, just let me get my thoughts together. It's that kind of energy. So it can feel a bit uncomfortable, I want to say, just to be in that energy. It's like if there's a lot of this going on around you, I know it's not always possible, but just try and distance yourself from it and allow that dust to settle on its own, because it's like those clashing egos and opinions, which just, you know, it's like, doesn't matter how much you try and talk something out, it's just getting nowhere because there's a bit of like closed-minded energy around it as well. So if you are able to distance it, I would advise in doing so. If you're not able to distance it, like if it's at work or if it's family that you're not able to actually, you know, physically remove yourself from that energy, just really keeping a check on that reactivity and doing a lot of things just to stay calm, you know, practice EFT tapping or breath work, you know, whatever's going to keep you grounded in your body and not reactive to get through this time. The next card is the World. So to me, it feels like the World is the completion of the major arcana cycle. So it's really bringing closure to things and integrating the lessons that we've learnt. And often when we close out a cycle, all of the themes from that cycle kind of come up to test us again. It's like, are you really over this? Are you really done here? Or are we going to stay in this cycle for longer? So to me, it does feel like a bit of like a spiritual test to get through, to really close out that cycle. But just I feel like you might feel a bit disempowered at the moment. And so just really tapping into your own personal power as well, and being really grounded and solid and anchored in who you are, because I feel a lot of powerful energy with this card, and it does have the 4 elements represented in the corners as well. And so it's about kind of using all of your tools and all of your resources available, that's the word I'm looking for, kind of integrating that all together, standing ground and, you know, in that open-hearted way. And, yeah, I feel like that this is going to lead on to some beautiful things moving forward, just getting through this difficult time, whatever that might be for you, Alicia. So Alicia said, yes, thank you. So I hope that makes sense for you, my love. But yeah, the World card's always a beautiful one to kind of follow on, because, you know, it's like that energy is ramping up. But whatever that energy we're moving out of, yeah, it can keep nipping at our heels a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Thanks, Alicia. Rightio. And J007 has said hi from my YouTube. Hello, welcome. Jeanette would love a general guidance, please. Okay. Let's go with Jeanette. General guidance, my love. Oops, got a jumper. Ace of Pentacles up first. That's a new beginning. Often it could represent money coming in, or a new job offer, or a new home, something on that physical level. And we've got the Page of Swords that's come out with it as well. The Page of Swords kind of represents, to me, it often shows up when there's a change in perspective. It's seeing something through fresh eyes. The pages can represent children or a bit of a naive, immature energy. But I'm not really feeling that with that page. The page combined with this ace, to me, it just feels like seeing something from a different perspective and having a different idea about something, which is really beautiful combined with this, because there's a lot of newness here. So there might be some new opportunities coming in with you, and just really keeping that open mind around things, because sometimes this page comes up when, you know, it might be something a bit unexpected or left of field we weren't expecting, because the Pentacles energy can be quite predictable and grounded. So just really keeping an open mind. It's like, you know, you might see a job advertised somewhere which might not really have been what you were looking for, but then you go for it and it's perfect. So it's just having that open mind around that as well. Okay, so I hope that helps, Jeanette. Alicia said, yes, I feel like I'm done with all the noise between my partner and I. Tempted to walk away, but I'm not sure if I should be persisting. It's like there's something good for us both from all this chaos. Yeah, that's like the noise. It just feels like there's just, yeah, it feels constant. Maybe just having a little bit of space, if you can, Alicia, to gather your thoughts. Love. Because the world is an ending of something. I'm not saying your relationship's ending, but it might be an ending in the way that you've done things in the past around that relationship, and around the way you are communicating and all of that stuff. So I feel like a little bit of space just to clear your head would be really beneficial for you at this time, just so you're not in all that noise. Jeanette said, thank you so much. Definitely did help. Excellent. Beautiful. Okay, so J007, will I be moving soon? Pull a couple of cards around moving. Let's have a look. Ooh, I feel like you're on the hunt. You're on the lookout. Got the King of Wands here. He kind of knows what he wants and where he wants to go. So to me, this is kind of you checking realestate.com or whatever you're looking at, trying to find something suitable. I feel like you're really sure of what you want. And the next card is the Magician, which is literally able to create and manifest. You know, he's the master manifester of the tarot deck. So to me, it feels like you know what you want and you can put that energy into creating that for yourself. So I feel like you shouldn't jump into something if it's not really what you want, because the right one is out there. So short answer, I do see you moving soon, but just be mindful that it's going to be suitable for you and your needs, because you are really powerful at manifesting at this time. So maybe writing, you know, vision board or journaling, or, you know, doing some little ritual work around calling in that dream house that's going to really suit your needs. And I feel like it will be there waiting for you. So very exciting. Hope that helps. Good luck with it all. Okay, Julia, my dear, let's have a little look. World's falling apart, work, finances, if you feel drawn. Sorry to hear, love. Let's have a little look for Julia, see what message. Okay. Oh my God, I swear these two cards came out together right at the start. The first card, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of kind of learning and apprenticeship. I'm not sure, you know, you're talking about work, finances falling apart. To me, it feels like there might be an opportunity to upskill or to learn something a little bit different. This often comes out when there's a few people involved in a collaboration, or, you know, it's that teaching, learning type energy as well. The card of the apprentice and really getting good at something. So this could be an upskill that's required for you. And the next card is a Six of Pentacles. And you're talking about financial issues as well. This is the card of balance. It's about giving and receiving. I don't feel like the financial hardship's going to stick around forever, but to me it just kind of feels like, you know, this sometimes we're on the upper hand, sometimes we're on the lower hand, and I feel like it's all part of that balancing act. And although it might be quite a difficult time, I feel like that this is setting you up for something better moving forward from this. I'm just going to pull one more little card. I'm trying to keep these really short tonight to get to as many of you as I can, my dears. So starting from the beginning. The King of Swords, so about mastering your mind and your outlook on things as well. So this could be starting from the beginning, because they're literally building a church. So, you know, it's one brick at a time. It's very slow going, but in doing that, you get really amazing at what you do. And so listening to the advice of others, if you are really in a predicament, I would seek outside help, because this can also be seeking outside help, because it's all about receiving that guidance from other people as well. So if you feel like that's required, go for it. Just do it. Book in and see someone that might be able to help you. Even an accountant to help you literally balance your books, or to look at the smartest ways to move through this time. Because I feel like you do, you know, this guy's got the smarts. So it's about channeling that smart mental energy in a way that's going to serve you, and not getting either trapped up in a cycle of fear around not being able to get out of it, or, you know, just feeling quite confused about things, so you're not being very productive about where you're channeling your mental energy, Julia. So I hope that makes sense. So Julia said, yes, it's a roller coaster, 100%. Yeah, so really just harnessing the power of the mind. And, you know, it's easier said than done when we're in stressful situations, but just really trying to keep a check on those thoughts and beliefs and patterns, things that you're telling yourself, that inner voice. And I feel like maybe doing some clearing work, you know, tapping, EFT tapping, if you want to just look that up on YouTube, around financial abundance or finances, or, you know, whatever keywords stick out for you. I feel like just doing some self-clearing work around this energy might help you as well, and keep your mind on track moving forward. Okay, so I hope that helps, my love. And yeah, sending you my love through this time. So Diane's asked if I do mediumship readings. Not specifically, Diane. I do get channeled messages sometimes, but I don't really advertise myself specifically as a medium as such. If you are looking to connect with someone on the other side, yeah, I would definitely recommend seeing an actual someone that does resonate with doing specifically those readings. Okay. All right, who did I see before? Someone jumped out at me a bit earlier. Where are we? Getting lost. Okay, Christine. Julie, so thank you so much. I will look into tapping. Yeah, I feel like physically clearing the energy would be really helpful. And I'm not sure if you know much about tapping. You basically just repeat some different affirmations and you're stimulating different acupoints on your body, which helps to clear the energy through your meridians. And it can be really powerful. I also recommend looking in the mirror while you're doing it, doing some mirror work at the same time and really eyeing off. It's like looking into your own soul. And it can be quite emotional as well, I've found. And it's definitely a really powerful way of clearing energy, especially if we're a bit too stressed to drop into a deep meditative state or something like that. You know, sometimes it's really hard to relax. So tapping is a good way to be able to tap in and tap out. Okay, let's have a little look for Christine. Hope you're still with me, Christine, regarding study. Let's have a look. Oh, Barnes from France. Welcome. What time and day is it in France at the moment? That's very exciting. Okay, around study. These are chalk and cheese, these cards. The first card, we've got the 10 of Swords, which is a painful ending. So I'm not sure if you're reaching the end of your study and you're a little bit saddened about it, but this is a painful ending. So whatever this is around your study, it could be something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, or the door didn't open that you expected to. So there is that real sense of loss. And it is that card of needing to surrender to the experience and let go, because it's like, you know, the energy is resolved. We just have to, well, it's like the circumstances happened. We just need to allow that energy to integrate and resolve within us. But don't stress too much, because you've got the 6 of Wands coming next. So it's like something hasn't worked in the past, but this is the card of victory and triumph and moving forward. So whatever this was, to me, this is needing to course correct a little bit and to let go. If you signed up for a course and it's really not resonating, but you're eyeing off this one over here that seems a lot more in alignment with you, go for it. This is about, you know, taking that positive action as well. So if something's not working, stop trying to push shit up a hill and just make that change if you need to be able to move forward, because this is that beautiful energy of victory as well. So I hope you're still with me, Christine, because I love this victory card to follow on from that. And obviously there is a bit of uncertainty or a bit of something going on if you're specifically asking about that study. So yeah, love that. Allowing what hasn't worked to fall away. And therein lies the victory, moving forward from there. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a little think, Diane, and I'll flick you a message after the live if you like. Diane's just asking for a recommendation for a medium. So I'll see who I'm feeling into that might be suitable for you, my dear. And I shall flick you a little message. Don't forget, guys, all of my socials and my website's in the video description. So please like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff to check out my content. I need to start posting a few more little readings for the signs as well. It's been a while since I've done that, or for the moon cycles, all that kind of thing, because I do love to do that. And I do post daily energy updates as well, which is super fun, 15 seconds long to some tunes. So everyone's got time for that. Okay, it's got a few more minutes, guys. I'm going to do one more, and if I haven't got to you, don't stress, I'm going to do a group card at the end. So start like energetically channeling me your intention, and hopefully there's a message in that for you as well. And if I've read for someone else and the message sounded like it fit for you, take it. That's how these collective readings work. When there's lots of different energy involved with different people watching, the message is for everyone, okay? Often as I'm reading for others, the message is for me too. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this a little bit. So there's no division with this energy. You know, so there we go. Okay, so quick little reading. Okay, so I'm just going to finish with Patricia here, Gemini, because it's your birthday season, girl. Happy birthday. What date is your birthday? Is it coming up, or have you just had an early one, early Gemini? And Diane said, thank you very much. Absolutely love your energy. Thanks, Diane. That's so beautiful of you to say. All right. Oh, got these guys again. A few repeat cards tonight. So, time to weave some birthday magic. This guy might be blowing up those birthday candles, making a nice wish, and really being able to bring that into reality. So you're a powerful manifester at this time, but I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt around this. This guy came out before, the Eight of Swords. It's about feeling stuck and bound. So you just have to be really mindful once again with where you're channeling this energy, because if you're having self-doubt, you're literally going to manifest more of whatever you're doubting. So to me, there's a bit of clearing and healing work around this energy in order to be able to live to your highest potential and to be able to create, because you are a very powerful creator and the energy is very, very supportive of that at this time. So whatever this is that is holding you back, I would really sit with it and go deep. We're in a very powerful time to do this with the eclipse season at the moment and full moon coming up. So really deep diving into what's holding you back. What are you waiting for? Letting the past go and doing whatever you can to access and harness that personal power that's within you as well. So I love that. So Patricia's on the 8th of June. Exciting. Beautiful. Hope you have a happy, happy birthday and get manifesting, girl. Just break free of those chains first, hey? Okay, guys, let's do a couple of quick little cards. Why don't we do it around the full moon, the full moon eclipse? All right, let's have a look. A little collective message around this moon energy and the eclipse coming up. What do we need to know? Oh my God! This is amazing. This is why I love the tarot. First card, the World. It's the completion of the major arcana. Second card is the very, very first card of the major arcana. It's literally completing a cycle and stepping into a new one. So this is exactly what the eclipse is about. It's an up level. It's about really shedding away the past, integrating the lessons and going, this is not for me anymore. I'm rising above it, and it's literally starting that new cycle. This is absolutely perfect, spot on energy for this time at the moment, and I love that. It's just like jaw-dropping. These two cards coming out together is just, this is why I love the tarot and love this and love doing what I do. So amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Please reach out if you would like to work personally with me, highpathhealing.com.au, and please remember to like, follow, subscribe on my socials to stay connected and reach out and say hi. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week, guys. Bye.